Oh, that new washer is so quiet. All right. I just wanted to come live for a minute because Wendy's over there bashing on Laura for trying to create a business and earn some money the right way, the legitimate way for her family. Hi, Ash. And, Laura and I aren't close. We're not tight. We're not even friends. We don't hate each other. Hi, Carla. But Wendy, with her condescending ass, is sitting over there. Yeah, we can do that tomorrow night. But I just want to address this real quick because I got to go to bed. I got to work early in the morning. But Laura has come a long way. And hey, that's cool. I like to see Carla saying hi to Rep. Wendy's over there trying to break down Laura's business. She's been mocking and making jokes about Laura trying to do the right thing and put hard work and effort into earning for her family. Seems like Wendy's so worried about what Laura's doing in a legitimate way to get money. And I'm, look, when somebody's trying to better themselves and do something that's the right way by putting out a product or doing, earning money the right way, then we should encourage them to do that. What Wendy needs to be doing is calling out Diane for stealing money from this community instead of messing with Laura, who's trying to, she's trying to earn a way for her kids that she's got to feed. Yeah. Wendy, you are beyond embarrassing right now. Laura is not like the moral authority. She's not, she's outspoken. She's not to be messed with. But like I said, when you see somebody trying to do better than what they were before, which she is, she's not doing you, Wendy. She's not using other people's downfalls for her content anymore. Can't you leave her name out of your mouth for a moment? You don't see me hanging over there in Laura's. You don't see me, but I mean, give her a break. Give her a break. You can't do a single live, Wendy, without mentioning her name. She's on a live right now. She's been for the last few days, Carla, picking at Laura because Laura's trying. I'm impressed with her because she's not doing the same things that she was before. Wendy, if you want to have content, then you need to drag yourself and you need to drag Diane. You just want to scoot that under the bridge, what she did to this community. $25,000 at least. It's starting to annoy me. The thing of it is, I've been gaslighted by quite a few people. One here recently, but we won't get into that. But Wendy, I used to think was a real good person. But what she was she was the backup plan for Diane all this time. Can't you do a live without talking about Laura and her business? Why don't you leave her alone? It's ridiculous. Well, a couple years ago, I would never even think of speaking up for Laura because she was doing what Wendy does now. She was just, looking for content. She would have people look for content in the drama. And Laura's just not doing that anymore. She's moved away from that. She's found another way where she can do it. She puts a lot into making those candles. And candles are fragrant. They're cool. And if she's not perfect now, she'll get better as time goes. Right. Give people some credit. You're supposed to be you claim to be a Christian. Right? Laura doesn't claim that. You claim that you're a Christian person, and here's a person that's honestly trying to make a living for her and her children, and she's doing pretty well with it. And they work really hard. I'm sure they all work together to get those out, right? And she's proud of them. And why are you even talking about it, Wendy? Yeah, I mean, it's like if you want to talk about her job, it's her. You can't do your job right, Wendy. You're supposed to be somebody that is helping children somehow. You're supposed to be an educator of children somehow. While you participate in a scam, you should call anybody out that's hurt a child. I see you, Remy. They bash everything that Laura does. And the thing of it is Laura is so far above you, Wendy. She's still here. And her reputation is you get what you see with her. With you, you don't get what you see, Wendy. You see and hear this nice, sweet person. Oh my God. You know how many times I hear you say, well, I didn't know about that. I wasn't sure about that. You got so frustrated one time with your don't talk to them, block them content that you got mad at somebody that was your friend and blocked them. Yeah. You know, and me and Laura, we're not close or anything. I should hate her, right? But I don't. But I don't. But I keep seeing you go on and on and on about these candle things. Don't you have anything else to do? You're worried about somebody that's making a living the correct way when your last month or so should have been nothing but you dragging Diane. You are a hypocrite. And that's not me judging. There's a difference between judging somebody and calling out the facts. You are a hypocrite. Hi, Kay Smalls and Jennifer Marie. This community is ridiculous. I mean, a majority of it is the stuff that's going on now. The stuff that's going on now. I don't think people should. I think people that, I'll just put it this way: people that moved away. We know somebody that just moved away because they can't take it no more because of the toxicity in this. When that person comes back, I think they ought to stay away from you, Wendy, because you're a joke. You are being a joke right now. I'm over my 4 seasons. I'm just upset, and I don't have a whole lot of empathy for Laura. I really don't. I don't hate her, but I'm thinking to myself, why are you picking on somebody that's trying to do the right thing? She legitimately sent out candles to people. She's proud of them, and that's fine. She legitimately used her time and effort to make those candles, and it benefited St. Jude. I needed to vent that. That's all. I just need to vent that. Why don't you leave her alone? She's not bothering you. She doesn't bother me. And when she was bothering me, I picked at her. And then we stopped bothering each other, and I didn't go on day after day after day after day. You can't do a single live without saying her name. You just can't. I know, and I keep meaning to order some for myself, for my wife. I want to support Laura when she's doing the right thing. I like, I'm able to speak with like Nene and Rep Ash, and when we didn't like each other. And I saw Wendy leave a comment over to Rep Ash because she was having a fight with somebody else. I think it was Bella Grace or one of them. And Wendy slips into her Rep Ash's comments and says, "Well, why don't you come on in and talk it over?" What she was saying was, "Hey Ash, why don't you bring that fight to my channel so I can have some content?" And I left a comment under it. I said, "Well, Wendy, I think that they can work it out on their own. They don't need to come on over to your panel." Yeah, she's always attacking Laura. And then when Laura gets fed up with it and goes off on her, it's going to give her content. I really, truly hope that Laura can find a way to just ignore this woman. I will be here to call out the hypocrisy on Wendy. That's exactly what I'm going to do, because I didn't do nothing to her for her to try and embarrass me and block me out of her chats as if. Then making fun of me, giggling, making fun of me. I don't make fun of you, Wendy. I called out the facts. Here's the thing. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna put this quick little sermon out there. Quick little sermon out there about forgiveness. About forgiveness. This is something that's all me. So if you're not into that, then don't. When Jesus was up on that cross, we have to remember this. This is what I'm trying to remember too. When somebody comes at us, if we proclaim to be a Christian like Wendy does, and this goes for myself too. God says for us not to come back at our enemies. He says, vengeance is mine. He says, let me handle them. Vengeance is mine. Just pray for those people, right? So Jesus up there on that cross, right? And before he got there, watch my intro video. Before he got there, they spit on him. They slapped him around. They beat him, put 39 stripes on it, pierced his side. Oh, they did all, and he didn't say a word, right? Because he knew that vengeance belonged to his Father. So he's up there on this cross and he's dying. He's got a crown of thorns on his head, right? And nails in both sides, his hands and his legs. And he's just dying. They even kind of dislocated his shoulders so that they could put those nails in his hands. And some of his dying words were, "This is the kind of forgiveness that we need. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." He had the kind. He's talking about the ones that crucified him. He had the kind of forgiveness that he didn't even want God to take wrath out on him. Wendy, can you find it in your heart to leave Laura be? Have some forgiveness in people. Have some forgiveness. Look, I'm not perfect, but I am growing in my faith. You are backsliding in yours constantly. I put that sermon up that you gave, calling people all kinds of names and judging people. I am growing in my faith each day. You are not. You are looking for something to happen in the drama community so you can make content out of it. And I'm not. That's not what I'm doing anymore. That's right, K Smalls. I'm going to put that on here. And trust me, I know. I kind of am thankful for these people that say, "Hey, you're not acting very Christian-like right now," because I take a look at that. As Christians are supposed to confront each other, like Sarah. I was bickering a little bit with Sarah, but I'm thankful for that, because I really should be doing other things too besides being on here bickering with people and letting people get to me. And I get that, and I understand that. And I'm working on that. That's a process. It's always a process. You can't change, but it can't change immediately. But I just wanted to. Yeah. And then Carla said something really well here too. I want to stick up for Laura right now. That's what I felt moved to do. I have no agenda in it whatsoever, except for that I think it's good of her to find a more constructive way to make money and support her children by making a product that people seem to like. And it seems like when somebody gets mad at her, they don't like her product. But I bet you, I bet you if there was some money in it for you, Wendy, you'd like it because you stuck up for Diane and you're still sticking up for her. You should be, if you're going to drag anybody, that's the one to drag. You're right. I follow that too, Nene. That's right. This is what they teach us in the church. That you come to, like, if you have a problem with a person, you talk it out with it privately. Then you find another one that's like-minded, that's neutral in the situation, and you bring in a witness to mediate the situation. And then if it doesn't get any better, then you bring it to the church, right? Now, Wendy doesn't give people a chance to show her blind sides. She doesn't give people a chance to say, "Hey, I disagree with you," because not block them. You got to go. I block them because she doesn't want to hear it. I haven't seen Remy for a while, but I'm asking because I don't want to see. I don't care if Laura goes off on you, but I would rather her just stay on the same path. Just stay on the same path. She's been really reasonable. Now Rex jumped up on a panel the other day and started dogging her too. And I thought she was going to go off on it, and she just removed herself from the situation because she's satisfied now with making money from this candle thing that she doesn't need to continue in the drama. Now, before, I got it with Laura. When she was looking for content and dragging people and making money off of the drama, then that's what she was going to do. And it's for her kids. It's not because she wants your popularity or your acceptance. She wants her kids to wear Aeropostale and Hollister and have nice shoes and a nice place to live in. That's what she wants. And now she's doing it with this candle company. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Randy's a totally different story. Randy's not even worth addressing. Randy is not worth addressing to me at all. She's not. But there's hope in Wendy. There's no hope for Randy. I'm not even going to address her. There's no hope. She doesn't bother me. Hey, have a nice life. Really. There's just no hope for Randy. I don't even want to speak on her. I just don't. I can say that I honestly believe that all three of them are still working together. She's waiting to see if she can sue some people and they come back and, I sued this one and I sued that. There's going to be no lawsuits. There absolutely isn't. And Wendy right now is a bench warmer. They called her in. She sat on the bench while the game was going. And now that the main player is out, they called her off the bench. You come in, play center field. That's what Wendy's doing right now. And hopefully Diane wants to come back with all these lawsuits and try to prove everybody wrong. You cannot prove us wrong. You lied to the community. You took the money. You didn't do what you were going to say you did with it. And if somebody drags me into court, I'll use her own co-host, clips from her own co-host to help me. Well, hi, Ginger Locks. Well, why did you say she was scamming? I don't know. I got it from her own co-host. I heard her apologize for it. I don't know. I honestly believe that she was scamming because she said so. Yeah, see, and Nika says, now me and Laura used to just not get along at all. But once I figured it out that Laura was doing what Wendy's doing now, Laura saw that the drama community brought money. And if you were mean and you were dragging somebody, it brought you super chat. She saw that. She ran with it. She was a drama channel, and she did it pretty well. Take it easy, Doll Factory. And she did it pretty well. She wasn't nearly as nasty as people try to make her seem. She was to me because I would give it back to her. But she literally, she would send people out looking for content for her. And that's what she was doing. But now that she figured it's a lot more, she gets a lot more sanity out of having a product that she's proud to make. And I wouldn't doubt a bit that her kids help her make them. And they put them out. Their website's really good. And it seems like only people that are mad at her say that these candles are junk. I just don't know. Right. And K Small says with Wendy knowing the truth a year beforehand is very questionable. And the fact that she wanted to monetize and is now talking about memberships, she's telling on herself. She went with that monetization the second time that she started using her channel to go live. See, while she was going, because there was money in it. There was money in it for them. And I'd hate to see her people start giving her super chats like this because she makes comments like, "I want to do things for this community, but only the people I care about." Well, as a Christian person, you should care about everybody. You should put your ego aside, and I do. I do. I get myself mixed up in stuff sometimes. I was gaslighted, and I get it. I was gaslighted, and I totally get that. And I was wrong. And the person that I was speaking with on the phone earlier today knows exactly what I'm saying. I was wrong, and I won't talk about it anymore. But I encourage people to encourage Laura to continue to do the right thing and do not let Wendy get to her. Didn't you, Ginger Lodge? Didn't you go? You went to see the doctor today, didn't you? Yeah. Did she do that the first time? Well, see, Case Balls in the first live that she had, uh, she was welcoming everybody into the community. She said her rules were you couldn't be racist and you couldn't dox anybody. So I went into that live and I was talking to her about you, where she called you Satan, and then she proved later on that she was kind of demonic herself. But I was allowed in that live. I was talking and we were corresponding. But the second live she had, Diane was up there with her, and I was in the chat having a good time, saying hi to people, and then I wasn't being rude to nobody. And Diane says, Wendy, check your private messages. And then she waited till I said something else. And she goes, Bryan, you just got to go. You got to go. I'm sorry. You just got to go. Because Diane told her to. So initially, she didn't have an issue with me. There has been times on Diane's panel where you can see Wendy say, I don't agree with things that Bryan does, but I like Bryan. And all of a sudden now that I spoke out against Diane, she don't like me now. That's fine and dandy. That's fine and dandy. I understand. Yeah, well, she still has not apologized. She deflects from saying that she called me that. Well, check this out. I know you saw K Smalls. You look really nice in that picture. You look like Snow White. But you saw the sermon that she did. So this is how God's vengeance works. She called you Satan, and then she acted just like Satan would. So the vengeance and the revenge, the vengeance was God's on that one. Maybe we shouldn't have called her out for that. But she was the one that was acting like, that sounded like an evil sermon that she was putting out. Yeah. I am calling Wendy. Yeah. Rita said, I'm calling Wendy Jan from now on because it's always Laura. Talk about the Brady Bunch. Yeah. Marsha. There's Miss D. So yeah, like K Smalls, sometimes if we sit back and we wait, it's really easy to be impulsive when another human being is coming at you, and you just want to get that instant gratification of putting them in their place. But it's kind of like if we just wait, we put it in God's hands, He'll take care of it. That's the truth, and He has been. See, when I first found a new faith, my goal was to use this channel to just be positive and try and be a fisher of men for it. But the drama community, you get sucked in real easy, and this screen is the one-eyed devil. You get sucked into it. Really, it's a technology, and social media is a hell of a tool for the devil to use. And it doesn't mean that the people that are coming at you that they're evil or anything like that. Even though I may have said that before, they might not even realize that they're being used by a demonic force to break your stride. Yeah, thank God for the clips. So, yeah, I would rather have 10 good people in here that I know that are here to try and learn something, or that I could read the chat and learn something from them, than 150 people that are over there just looking for content. Yeah, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. That's a song by Matthew Wilder. Nothing gonna slow me down. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that in my community post. That's right. That's a good song. You know, another one I like, Nene, is Len, Len, Steal My Sunshine. Oh no. That's a good song. Gotta keep moving on. But I just wanted to pop up here quickly because I have to work. I'm so glad you guys came in. I like seeing these names that came in here. Yep. Yes. Well, look, where Kay Smalls likes to call things out, that's part of her discernment, and people's, it's okay to be angry with somebody, but you have to not sin in doing so. So, like our tongues and our fingertips can put out the greatest evil on somebody. So if we just stop and think before we say it, I can say, "Well, Wendy, you're an F and F F F F F F F," right? Or I can say, "Wendy, leave Laura alone. She's trying to do something good, and you're just not being right now." They both mean the same thing. It's not what you say; it's how you're saying it. Pink and Willow, yeah, isn't Willow her daughter? Yeah, you're talking about Pink, yeah, Pink and Willow. I know who Pink is. Pink is Alicia Moore. She was the only white girl in an all black gospel quartet in Philly, and her daughter's name is Willow. Pink is one of my favorites. I know my music, Nene. Yes, we all fall short of the glory of God. If we were all created perfectly, there would be no need for that blood to wash anyone. I struggle every single day wondering, the devil tells you, you're not good enough for this. You're not going to make it. And those thoughts get put in your head. But, but at the end of the day, God tells you, you're good enough for me to die for. I doxed her. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I absolutely love Pink. Pink's one of my favorites. And then, outside of Gwen Stefani. Gwen Stefani, like No Doubt, the band No Doubt, they were a band for 15 years before they made it. And she wrote the song Cool for her bandmate that she was with Tony for all those years. And then they split up and they got with other people. And she wrote the song Cool for him. And with her and Blake Shelton together, that's a match made in heaven. Yeah, who wouldn't love Pink? That voice she's got. Yeah. I've never seen Pink, but I would pay big money to see her. She's very talented. Do you know who is Tom McDonald? No, has he got a different name? I'll tell you what, Nene. Pink sings a song with Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, and it's called Misery. You might want to check that out. Yeah. Misery. Matter of fact, I'm still not over Milli Vanilli. They fooled everybody, didn't they? All right, I'm gonna put this up. Planned and perfected, yes. I will. I will. I will, Republican Ash. It's good that they lied to you, yes. They had everybody fooled. Ron Wyatt found the arcs, both of them. I'm gonna look into that. Milli Vanilli was really, really good. Tom McDonald is amazing. Well, yeah, I like Christian. I like Christian rock, and I really like Skillet. Anyways, I just want to jump off here. I had to vent that, and I hope that we can all move forward. You know, I hope that people that if they see Wendy doing stuff, calling her out for her own good is better than bashing her. Send it to me, please. Let's not bash her, and let's encourage Laura. Let's support Laura to continue to do the right thing that a single mom should be doing to support her children with. And Because I just think it's pathetic that Wendy's just picking at her candle company. Come on, man. You don't want me to end it? If you need to say something, K Smalls, I'll let you come up. My only reason I want to end it is because it's to get to bed. You want to come up for a minute? You don't have to. Right. Well, please drive through. I understand about the giving her attention, but when we call it out, sometimes you have to call it out for the good of the people that aren't aware, and for the good of the person that you're calling it out for. I know, but I get up early. Oh, shit. All right. Let me see this. I wonder if I could get to that. No, I can't get to that. Let me see here. Yeah, I just feel the need to call it out. Oh, wait a minute. See, I can't copy the link through StreamYard. Who is this Wendy person you speak of? Well, I did. She spent all 3 years stealing money from people based on how they were like those two old men on Sesame Street, the two old men in the balcony that would point down to the show and go get everybody else. If you want to drag somebody, when do you drag Diane? I am. Yeah, there you go. And see, even Rep Ash, she struggles with it, but I know that her heart is with God, and it's really easy to get dragged into this stuff. I'm kind of ashamed of myself for letting these people, like when I went on Science Girls, and then before that, Mandolins. I let these people just bring the old back out of me, and they sit back and laugh, and the devil pats them on the back and says, "That's my child." Pats them on the back. See, the goal is that when you die, the goal is when you get to heaven, everybody's gonna sit at the feet of Jesus, and we're gonna meet him. We're gonna meet God, and you want him to say, "Well done, my faithful servant." Not get away from me. I never knew you. Oh, food is here. There's Mel Barrow. Is that them or just them being a-holes? Yeah, K. I want to grab that link, man. I wish I could grab that link, copy it from there, and it just doesn't let me do it. I do. I need to settle in and get to bed. See, I'm usually and people, when he was saying that me and Carla and people had a big fight, and that's just not true. It wasn't a big fight. People were just going different directions, and like I said, for me personally, I'm working more. We were supposed to do a live this morning, but Carl had other things to come up. So, hey, y'all best be ready to see some people up in heaven you were not expecting to see there. Yeah. Well, you're not ugly. It's really you never know. See, the church had this, the preacher, our pastor, he was talking about, people say all the time, well, when I get to heaven, I want to see my Uncle Joe, I want to see my mom, I want to see all them people when I get there. But he made a very good point, because he said that if you're going to heaven to see your past loved ones, then you're going for all the wrong reasons, because you all want to go to be in the presence of God. Thank you, your man girl. I need to stick with it. It's really hard. It's really easy to backslide. See, being in the flesh is a learned behavior, and that learned behavior can also be unlearned. But it took me 53 years to get of living in the flesh. I'm not going to change overnight. I'm not going to make the change overnight. But the changes that are in my life, the big ones, are important things that I thought I could never give up, or they're gone. So far, so good. Well, I saw. I saw that, Ninny, and I saw that the guy. I guess he just drove into a barricade, come out with a knife. And I was looking at some of it earlier, but I didn't get the rest of the story on the Capitol thing. Ginger Locks, I hope you're okay. Yeah, I really do. I want to jump down and tell everybody, that we need to practice some forgiveness. And I'm not bashing Wendy, but I really wish that she would just leave Laura alone and find some other content. Don't bring Laura back into her old ways because she's going to get you. Seriously. That's right. I hope that the Wendy that I knew before comes back, and I hope that she just shakes Diane off of her and just becomes Wendy. Y'all have a good night. I need to get myself to bed. I try to be to bed by 9 o'clock if I can. I'm old. I'm old. That's what my problem is. Much love. Yeah, Nicole said, yeah, I know that. And besides, sticking with the drama community narrative, if I'm in bed, if I log off now, and I plan on going to bed by 9:30, that gives me 30 minutes to beat on you.
I get another half hour.
I like it when you say. I like it when you say, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't beat on it. Yeah, I am old. I don't have a mullet anymore. I don't have a mullet anymore. Republican Ash said hi to you, Nicole. We decided that we don't hate each other anymore.
I still hate you.
We'll probably get another fight sometime soon. But it's really easy to be forgiving, and I appreciate you for that. I'm gonna jump down from here, you guys. IC.com. Yeah, .com. That channel was gone. That channel's gone. This is a newer one that I've been working on. I gotta jump down there. I'll talk to you all night. Peace and love. It ain't no thing